My name is Masood Rana. I'm a UK citizen and I have lived in UK for all of my life. But it has always been my dream to come back to Pakistan, introduce my family to Pakistan, show them the good side of Pakistan, not the side that you often see on the TVs, in the newspapers. And I'm delighted to inform that this dream has been achieved through the combined efforts of my architect as well as Team Overseas, who have been instrumental in construction. I started off by using a contractor, was recommended by relatives, by people who I thought I could trust, and I made a contract with them to do the construction of the grey structure. Unfortunately, my experience was very bad with them, and there were many technical flaws that let us down and exceeded the budget by quite a bit. However, I was lucky to, after doing some research on the internet, to find Team Overseas. Team Overseas are very transparent. जो भी वो कहते हैं वो करके दिखाते हैं. मेरी उनसे कांटेक्ट हुई है, उनके इंटरनेट वेबसाइट वो मैंने चेक की हैं. They have explained the construction process to non-technical people like me. और उसमें इन्होंने कोई चीज़ नहीं छुपाई. They tell you the prices, they tell you the process, and they give you a rough idea of the actual cost. Don't believe anyone if they tell you they can predetermine the price before you get to the actual process of buying the various bits and pieces. And Team Overseas is a package. मैं इतना कहूँगा कि architect भी इनके साथ है. His name is Akhtar Rasool, a very fine young man who is passionate about his work. And then the team of Overseas, consisting of Mohsin, Bilal, Ahmed Bilal, as well as Haroon. They are a fantastic group. They are a fantastic team, educated, passionate about property. This is very important. We met in Lahore, and I explained to them about constructing a house in Islamabad, DHA. To cut a long story short, Ahmed Bilal in particular was given the task of putting everything right with all the faults that were in the house. मतलब उनकी effort है कि उन्होंने जितना भी हो सकता था rectify kiya. They took over the grey structure and then they did the completion. From Islamabad point of view, Ahmed Bilal was in charge of from A to Z of the construction. One other point which I think is important to make a note of, that he has been available to me whenever I have called him. He has been responding to me. I know at one time he was having his dinner and I called and he took my call. Sometimes I would call him due to the time difference. रात के 10 बजे भी मैं कॉल करता हूँ. तो he has been very good in that respect. The team in Lahore, which was Mohsin and Haroon, इनका काम था कि in touch रहना, plus मुझे materials के बारे में guide करना, purchasing के बारे में guide करना. They are totally transparent. They say if you can buy a material from anywhere else cheaper, they will buy it for you. They charge a fixed amount for management charges, and then they arrange for everything. They will arrange the buying process, the transportation process, until the house is constructed. They will liaison with the local authorities to get your various permissions so that the house, Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy to say my house is completed, and through the efforts of these people. Honestly, it's a no-brainer. If you are overseas in particular, also in Pakistan, but overseas in particular, there is no one else one should look at other than Team Overseas, because of their dedication and because of their honesty, and most important, transparency. Transparency is very important for us, those who are based overseas. We expect them to show whatever receipt whenever we want. And I'm very happy to say that Team Overseas have done a fantastic job. If you're overseas, don't go to anyone else. Don't even look. By all means, check their website. Satisfy yourself. Really, Team Overseas have done the job in my absence, and I'm very happy to report that they have done an excellent, excellent job. These are all the good things I've said. Now we come to maybe any complaints? Yes. I have one complaint in particular. Whilst in Islamabad, the gentleman in charge, Ahmed Bilal, has responded to me superbly. The team in Lahore, unfortunately, they switch off at 5 p.m. Believe you me. Then you get a fantastic looking message that we'll contact you, we're not available now. And when they say they're not available, honestly, they're not available. They will not answer you. This is something that they need to look at, particularly when we have vast time differences between Europe, between states. So this is something they need to either appoint someone, but they do not respond. Public holiday, they will not respond. They're off to Islamabad somewhere, they're off to the northern regions on trips. Do they deserve this break? Honestly, of course they do. If I'm honest with myself, everyone deserves a break. You can't be at your office 24 hours. But this is something that maybe they want to look at. The whole package that Team Overseas offers to you, no one else in Pakistan, I'm very convinced, will offer that to you. Thank you very much for listening.